I have spent an absurd amount of money on camera bags, and this is one that I've actually been using. So here is my honest and unsponsored review of the Nomatic Luma 18-liter camera backpack. I'm going to start with the zippers because I've had bags where the quality of the zippers were great, but I was unable to open them due to my deformed fingers. The next thing that I love is this grab handle. Just look at how easy it was for me to slide my hand through and use it to pull the bag open. Starting at the top of the bag, there is a loft, which came pre-configured with the bag, but you can easily take out the dividers and arrange them as you like. I kept them the way they are because my fingers don't like playing with Velcro dividers, but if I had to rearrange them, these are by far the easiest dividers I've used. The loft area of the backpack is where I like to keep things that are easily accessible, like my Bellroy Adventure pouch. Typically, I keep my Insta360 Go 3S in the front section, along with a couple magnetic hat clips. Check out my channel for a review I did on a better version of the hat clip from Insta360. And in the back section, I just keep a bunch of accessories from my DJI Pocket 3 and my phone. Speaking of the Pocket 3, I don't have an extended battery on it. It has a flat tripod attached to the bottom instead. It fits perfectly in the loft. In the next section, I have my Godox TT350S on camera flash for Sony cameras, and I have the Magmod flash diffuser in another section, but it's super squishy and the diffusion dome and grid come apart. Next to the flash is my Yano battery charger that holds two Sony FW50 batteries. It can be charged on the go with a power bank, so I've been able to be out all day shooting with just two additional batteries. The lens that I have here is a Tamron 11-20 f2.8. It's not as tall as the other Tamron lens that I always carry, but it's a decent size, and it can stand vertically in this backpack. The star of the show is my Sony a6400. Sorry, let me get my hand into the wrist strap properly. My hands will sometimes just let go of things, and I'm afraid of dropping my baby. I have the Tamron 17-70 f2.8 on here, and it's my go-to lens for everything. I know there's a smaller version from Sigma, the 18-50 f2.8, but it's $500 and I already love this lens. The size and weight make it a little harder on my hands, but I see it as a physical therapy. This next lens right here is the Viltrox 35mm f1.7, and it's just a ton of value for the price of this lens. I absolutely love it and cannot recommend it enough. The lens next to it is the Viltrox 56mm f1.7, and I think it's like under $200. It's basically a dupe of the Sigma 56mm. Over in this corner pocket, I have a set of Freewell magnetic variable ND filters. Moving on to the section of the backpack with zippered compartments. I have to admit that due to my own physical challenges, I try not to use them very much. Sometimes one wrong movement in a fight with a zipper could leave my hands swollen like bear paws for days. And I kind of wish that these zipper pulls were like actual zipper pulls instead of tabs, because they're a little hard to, they're a little finicky. Surprisingly enough, my hand fits into this pocket, and I guess it's just because I hurt myself so much that I really try to stay away from mesh pockets in general. But for this particular backpack, I think Nomatic did a great job because the mesh is actually very stretchy. And so I put my Peak Design camera strap in one of these pockets right here. The bottom zippered area is one large space, unlike the top where it's two compartments sharing one zipper. Inside, I have a Peak Design carrying bag for my wrist strap, a small Insta360 selfie stick, and another longer selfie stick that came with my DJI Action 4. Now let's talk about the comfort and carrying experience of this backpack. The backpack straps are decently cushioned, thick enough to be nearly impossible to put on a Peak Design capture clip, but not as thick as the straps on Wondered Provoke 21 liters. I find these straps super high quality and plenty for my needs. Although my personal issue is that every time I try to put on a backpack, one strap is always twisted and I'm lucky if I don't injure myself in the process. In this regard, Peak Design's everyday 15-liter backpack worked wonders for me, but the Luma is more comfortable to carry. It does come with sternum straps to help balance the weight of carrying camera gear. I think they're removable. I have been unsuccessful in my attempts. I'm sure they work and there are science and physics behind the concept, but because they require fiddling with plastic buckles instead of magnetic hardware, I just can't use them. Underneath the backpack straps is the luggage pass-through, as well as an incredibly breathable meshy cushion for back support. There are two zipper pulls on the top of the backpack to access the loft that was shown in the previous chapters. It allows access from the top so that the entire bag doesn't have to be laid flat. I've seen other reviews where people put their jackets or snacks in here, and basically it's just an area for things that you want easily accessible. So you could pack it from when the bag is completely laid flat, or you could pack it from the top. There's a little hidden tab that you can use to pull the zipper open to this kind of like secret compartment, and it's actually very spacious. You could probably fit your phone in here, your sunglasses. I don't, just because I don't want to hurt my hands, but yeah, it's spacious. It does, however, share the same space with the loft, so I would just be mindful that you don't put anything too bulky in that little compartment. The backpack comes with an external strap to help keep the tripod or whatever you want to hold in place to the front of the backpack, and there's a little clip that you can use to make adjustments. I think it's pretty genius, but I'll be honest, I haven't figured out how this works yet because I don't like having the extra weight of carrying a tripod with my backpack. It's just, in my current situation, I'm just not able to carry that extra weight yet. The bottom of the backpack has an opening that you can pull out, this little pocket that when you mount your tripod on your backpack, the feet would go in there. And I'm assuming that you could probably use an external strap to also like tighten them down or something. I think it's pretty genius. In the near future, if I get another 360 camera, I think that would be so cool to get one of those like 10-foot sticks, right? The 10-foot selfie sticks, and mount a 360 camera on there and then just have that entire stick mounted onto this backpack held in by the external straps so that I could just walk around almost like a GTA style without having to carry the camera in my hands. That would be pretty dope. On one side of the backpack, there's a magnetic water bottle holder where if you don't want to use it, you could just close it and it'll be held closed by magnets, which is really, really cool. But as my brother showed me, only normal humans are able to put water bottles in there, not me. There is a laptop compartment that is incredibly spacious, and there's a good like false bottom so that when your laptop goes in, if your backpack should fall, it shouldn't take on that much damage. But I'm so sorry that I just haven't been able to get my laptop in there because too risky for me to do it. While I really love this backpack, I think it would be a second or third choice for my carrying needs. My current everyday bag is the Wollstonecraft Pilot 7-liter, and I do need something a little bit bigger that I can carry messenger style. I'm considering the Nomatic Luma 12-liter sling, but I'm not big on the style. It kind of looks like a lunchbox to me. More than likely, I'm going to get the Nomatic Peter McKinnon 13-liter messenger in the new Ranger Green colorway because I'm a sucker for sexy bags. But it's also really pricey, hence why I decided to make this review. Here's to hoping one day this channel gets sent some free stuff. If you watched all the way to the end, what a legend. Like if you found value, subscribe if you want to help me earn some free gear. I'll see you in the next video.